Hi, I'm Kristen Slough, and I am currently a Sapphire Crown Princess with Senegence. I actually started a little less than a year ago, kind of on a whim, and now I have over a $3 million team. So I get asked a lot, kind of, what my story is, like how that actually happened. And so I wanted to share that here with you, just so you had a little insight and kind of into who I am. So I actually had tried lip sense a long time ago. The first time I tried it, I didn't like it. I had been gifted it from my sister-in-law, and she was gone for the day and told me to grab a color and a gloss before I left town. And so I did, and we didn't have a time to talk about it, and she forgot about it, and I forgot about it. So I tried it a couple times without instructions, was like, I don't really think this is going to work for me, and put it in a drawer and didn't think of it again. So I got invited to a Facebook party from a girlfriend of mine from high school. And in Facebook parties, you get a lot of information. And I realized I wasn't using the product right. I didn't have the right gloss. The only gloss I had was matte. And matte is a finishing gloss. So I really needed like another gloss. So I got Pearl. And I got a couple more colors for a product I didn't even like because I make sense like that. So I get a couple more colors. I get a Pearl gloss. And I try it again with the instructions, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this works great. I love it. So, and then that was it. So I get invited to another party a couple months down the road by like my sister's former husband's sister's best friend. Seriously, like just totally random. I get added to this Facebook group and decided I wanted to buy like 5 more colors. Well, I didn't want to spend that much money, so I said, well, hey, I'll host a party because I want to get some of this for free or discounted. So my sponsor, she was my distributor at the time. She set up the party, and the next day I was like, I'm going to show people how to put it on and kind of what's so magic about it. So we set up my party. The next morning, I went live in my party. I showed them how it doesn't come off. I actually put it on and showed them how to apply it. And it was funny because I look back at that video, and I was sitting on the floor of my dad's office of all things, and there's like a dead animal head behind me, and I'm just, totally casual. I just was wanting to show them what it was about and why I liked it. So I think we sold like $1,400 worth of product in 3 days because I was genuinely excited about it. I went live in my group and showed them while I was excited about it. I showed them how to put it on, and they just went nuts. They loved it, and really nobody had heard of it before. So I decided I should sign up. I was like, oh my gosh, this girl is a stranger. She's making all of this money off of my family and friends. That doesn't even make sense to me. So I'm going to sign up and take this over. And my intention at that point was to place a few orders and put products in the cart for me for free. So like, for instance, if you place a $600 retail order, you get 40% off of that. So for a $600 order, you only need to spend $360, I think. So if you get $360 worth of money from your customers, you can actually put $600 worth of stuff in your cart. Yay, free stuff, right? So that was really my intention, was to sell enough to my customers to add a bunch of the cart to myself because I didn't want to pay for it anymore. And then, not long after that, I did, and, I kept selling, and I was like, yay, this is so much fun. One of my girlfriends contacted me and was like, hey, you look like you're doing well with this. Tell me more about it. So I tell her everything I know, which was about this much, and she decides to sign up because she'd been looking for a direct sales opportunity. So she did that, and then I thought, I didn't really think anything about sponsoring or recruiting or anything like that. I was just kind of going along, having a lot of fun, and sharing my success with people and sharing my gratitude. And I love my group when I go back and just how fun it was and how genuine my excitement was about all of it and how genuine my customers' excitement was. It was just a lot of fun. So I started, I got a commission check after my girlfriend signed up. I think another maybe 2 girls signed up that month. I can't remember if they placed orders or not that first month. And then the next month I got a commission check, and I was like, this kind of feels like free money. Like I didn't sell that product, but I got money for it. And I thought, well, maybe I need to be sharing the opportunity and being a little more methodical about letting people know that they can sell it too, or they can sign up for a discount or whatever. So I started sponsoring people, and I offer the Senegence choice to everybody. I think that all of my customers know at this point that there is a wholesale account, that it's only $55 a year to have a wholesale account. Some of them just choose to stay my customers, but a lot of them have signed up to be distributors. And I've actually personally sponsored about 32 women. And I have almost 1,000 in all of my downlines that I get paid on, though, because those 32 women have sponsored people as well. Some more than others. I mean, there's just really, people who haven't sponsored anybody and are truly personal use, and people who started out like me who thought they were going to be personal use and their business took off, and then people who really came in wanting to make it a business for sure. So I've got like 32 women on my first line, and I would say about 20 of them order, from month to month, I see about 20 orders from those girls, but they're sponsoring other people, and then those people sponsor other people, and we get paid 5 lines deep and infinitely wide. So I get paid commissions on like 1,000 girls in my downline. So the exciting thing about this is while I was building my business, I had a lot going on personally. So not only was I working a full-time job as like a VP at a bank, and I worked from home for them, and I had a very like a full-time day job. I'm also kind of a single mom, and I say kind of because my husband is in prison, and he's been there for the last 2.5 years. He worked for the State Department in Iraq in 2007, and there was just a lot going on legally and politically at the time, and the team that he was on was accused of misconduct, and they were prosecuted by our government at the request of the Iraqi government. The investigation was handled by the Iraqi government. It was and still is the most disheartening thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I completely question the entire foundation of our judicial system and our government, but that's a lot to take in. But I just wanted to express to you that, like, I built all of this while I had a full-time job. I'm a mother to my daughter. I have a 4-year-old. She's 4 now. She was 3 at the time when I started this. And it was a lot of work, but it can be done. And it can be done even if you feel like your life's too big of a mess, you can't take on one other thing. I mean, you really do need to know yourself if you can take on something or not. But I just want people to feel like, when they're like, oh, I just don't know if I should do this or not. For me, it's been a lot of hard work, but it's been totally, entirely worth it. Oh, and if you want to know more about the whole thing that's going on with my husband, if that kind of has piqued your interest, I mean, why wouldn't it? It's a pretty unique situation. Go to free, F-R-E-E, Raven, R-A-V-E-N 23.com. And you can learn more about that situation, but pretty unique over here, right? I have a husband that's in prison. I work full-time for a bank. I have a daughter, a very small child. We drive to another state every single weekend to visit my husband, and I still manage to do this business in the meantime. Lots of late nights, to be totally honest with you. But it was entirely worth it, because as I have built this business over the last year, I actually got to leave my day job last month making more money than I was making at the bank by a lot. And my paychecks go up every single month. And at some point, I assume my business will hit a plateau, or there might even be shrinkage or whatever. I have no idea what the future holds, but I know I'm excited about it. I know I'm confident about it. I know that I am exactly where God wants me to be. I know He put this in my life to restore what was taken for us. I mean, you can imagine. So this incident happened with my husband in 2007, lost his job, overnight. Even though the company took very good care of us as far as paying the legal bills, he wasn't working. His contract was canceled. I wasn't working at the time that it happened. So we're like scrambling to get money together. This entire legal situation, the situation happened in 2007. It got dismissed for rights violations, like egregious misconduct once. And then the government brought it back again. They were not actually convicted until 2014. So 7 years passed between the time this incident took place and the time they actually went to trial and were convicted by a civilian court in Washington, D.C. So our finances really took a battering during that time frame. We had periods of time where, he wasn't able to be working, and I was starting from scratch. Like, hadn't been working at all when that happened. So I started, at the very bottom in like a data entry position in an accounts payable department of a sales and marketing company, and just kept pushing and pushing and working my way up the chain. But I say all that to let you know that, financially a lot was taken from us, that safety and security that a lot of people look forward to in their adulthood, was not going on well for us. And, God came in and brought me this blessing, and I saw it, and I started to see it, and He started to reveal things to me, and I just kept pushing and going after it. And now I have wiped out all of my revolving debt. I paid back the loans I took from my 401k when things got really tough. I am down to my car payment and some student loans that I'm working towards, and thousands of dollars of things that that the locusts had eaten have been restored to us through God's good grace. So I hope that's inspirational. In addition to the income and being able to leave my job, I have earned trips to Cabo. I'm going to earn a trip to Costa Rica. I have earned my car reimbursement. I'll tell you more about that in a later video. I haven't gotten mine yet because I don't know why. Because it's a lease, and I drive a lot of miles in my car, so I was worried about getting a lease. I just haven't done it yet, but I've earned a $500 monthly reimbursement for my car that I'm going to go get. And I think the biggest thing that I've gotten out of this is I have an amazing tribe of women that I have just clicked with and connected with. My sponsor and I didn't know each other going into this. She's one of my best friends now. I have this little tribe of girls that aren't even in the same group as me, that we just banded together somehow out of, luck or God's grace. And we just encourage each other and help each other out. And they're the girlfriends I didn't realize I needed. I had just grown apart from a lot of my girlfriends through the whole high school and college experience and moving on with our lives and geographical and all these different limitations. And I had no idea I really needed those daily girlfriends that I just hadn't had in years. So anyways, I hope that, that information is helpful for you, that you're feeling inspired. If you are planning to sign up under me, then you can go to Senegence.com and the superhero lips. So Senegence.com/superhero lips, and you can sign up under me on the website. If you are watching this video because you've been working with a distributor and you're planning to sign up under her, please sign up under her. Don't sign up under me. Sign up under the person who recruited you, because that's how this business works. But if you're watching this video because you were thinking about signing up under me, there's the instructions to do that. Please ping me, send me an inbox message before you sign up. I want to talk you through it. I want to answer any questions that you have. I want to help you, evaluate if this business is right for you and set you up for success. If you just sign up, I get an email when that happens anyways. You're going to hear from me because I want to know what's going on with you. And what I generally provide for my first line is I launch them, whether on Facebook or, in person. I can use my stock to help you out with that. I can help you with testers. I've got lots of training videos. I've got lots of information. And I like getting one-on-one with my girls when I can. So I really hope that y'all find this opportunity is for you. I hope that God blesses you as much as He's blessed me with it. And I hope that if you have suffered through the locusts eating away at your life, that God is just ready to restore all that to you. And let me know how I can pray for you if I can. Bye.